So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down exactly how Hamza managed to make over 200,000 last month with an info product solution, basically teaching people how to become better versions of themselves. And he won first place in Alex Hormozi's Skool games, and he did it with 3 things. So this is the ranking of the Skool games right now. He's number 1 currently, Hamza, with his Adonis Skool paid community. And in the last 24 hours, he managed to add $10,000 to his revenue. And just last month in February, he managed to add 88,000 in new monthly recurring revenue. And he did this with 3 things. So he got eyeballs, right? Attention, views. He turned those eyeballs into an engaged audience, which basically means getting people to raise their hand. And then the people that do raise their hand, he puts them in front of an offer that is a no-brainer that causes people to get upsold into his premium community. And I'm going to be breaking down the exact funnel and the exact step-by-step solution that he took to turn viewers and eyeballs into paying customers. And he does this by following the ADA formula, which is attention to interest to desire to action, as well as covering the flywheel that makes him create a ton of content, basically just using the information that is being provided inside of his community and getting consistent recurring members. So the first step of the phase is going to be the attention part of the funnel. And he has 3 different social platforms. He has YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. YouTube is his primary one, and it's where he makes most of his long form content, which builds up trust and authority with what he has to say. And all his YouTube videos are doing is following the same exact formula. He's catching attention with a hook. He's building up interest by explaining a story. Then he's building up desire by explaining why it's so important that you understand these self-improvement terms. And then he's getting people to take an action, which is usually a link in the description. Now, on his Hamza Unfiltered channel, which is one of his YouTube channel, he has 386K subscribers. On his other one, he has 2.31 million. And in his Hamza Unfiltered channel, all he's doing is taking the information from his paid community and answering the direct questions that people have in video format. And then his Hamza Ahmed channel is basically just content on self-improvement. So specific topics that he creates videos over and over to drill the information into his audience's head. He also has short form content, but I think he's moving away from the dopamine junkie short form content. And he's only focusing on long form content, which usually ends up building more trust and authority with his audience. And then finally, at the end of every single video, all he says is click in the description below of this video to join my free community. Now, this call to action is good, but when you come to his description, there's 4 different places or links that you could go to. What I would recommend to him is to only put 1 in the description. He's already so big that he can afford to put 4 links in the description and people would still go directly to the free community. But reducing the amount of call to actions that there is actually pushes people in one specific direction that you want them to be. Because when you offer way too many links, some people might not know which one to click and end up not clicking any at all. His next social platform that he uses is going to be Twitter. So on Twitter, all he's doing is turning his video content into text content on self-improvement. And every so often, he's dropping his Skool Adonis Gang link to his Skool community. While in his bio, he has his Instagram handle, which I'm not really too sure why he's doing that, because he should be just funneling people to one direct link. So what I would recommend is putting the Adonis Gang link directly in the bio or taking people to his YouTube channel where the Adonis Gang link is in his bio there. So for his Instagram, he's actually not even posting anything of any sort of value. He's just posting like pictures of himself. And he actually doesn't have anything in his bio to take people and to get them to take a call to action to go somewhere else. So what I would recommend is just adding a YouTube link that pushes people to his YouTube community. So the next part of the puzzle is the interest section of the funnel. And this is where he grabs their attention and gets people to raise their hand and learn more about the content that he's offering. So inside here, all he's doing is an opt-in page to his free community where he has 100,000 members self-improving, and it's completely for free. So it's a no-brainer to join it. And inside, before you join it, there's a couple questions that basically outline several things. So do you understand? So get them to say yes. That already raises their level of intention. And he adds them to the mailing list that he can now use in the desire section of the funnel to get people upsold into his paid community. And then, of course, how do you plan on interacting with a community? Super simple question. Again, getting people more interested and more engaged. The next part of the funnel is going to be the desire section of the funnel. So once you're inside his paid community, you're going to get access to all these different tabs inside of the Skool community. And all these tabs are basically different topics on self-improvement. And what all of this is going to do is on each of these guides, there's pages on pages of people writing and asking questions. So there's a ton of value inside of these. So there's a ton of value inside each one of these tabs, and you could directly interact and help other people in the community grow. So the sense of brotherhood is really there when it comes to the self-improvement. Now, in the course section of his community, he has courses, but they're all locked behind a click here to join call to action, which builds up the curiosity. Since I can't access these things, then I definitely need to upgrade to his paid community. Since there's so much free value here, imagine what the paid value is gonna include. That's exactly what he does by adding these click here to join. So basically blocking and putting a paywall between the free content and the paid content. And then while you're in the desire section of the funnel, once you're inside of the free community, you're probably going to be going to his YouTube and watching his Hamza Unfiltered channel, which basically all he's doing in his channel is repurposing the questions that people are asking inside of the paid community, because you get more tabs inside of the paid community, which is the Dear Hamza discussion area, where you basically can ask any question on any sort of problem directly to Hamza, and he'll create a video on his Hamza Unfiltered channel. If it's a question that would serve the masses, he'll answer it directly. So you get that one-on-one sense with him when he creates those YouTube videos, which provides a ton of value and gets people curious enough to have this option, which is only found inside the paid community. And then finally, his mailing list, so his email list, he's just sending emails on different self-improvement subjects, and then at the end providing a call to action to get people actually upsold into the paid community. So the next section of the funnel is going to be the action phase. So once you click here to join on any of these course modules, it's going to take you to the Adonis Skool landing page, which all it includes is a VSL, so a video sales letter, which is basically the sales asset he created once, but converts over and over. And right now he has 1.6K members paying him $129 every single month. And we'll do the money math in just a second. But on this landing page as well, he's basically telling you what courses he offers inside of the paid program, the live coaching calls, as well as the community that you're getting with Adonis Skool. So once you click on the video, you're going to be taken to the 7-step process video VSL sales letter that he created. So all he's doing in this first section is telling you your current situation. So basically telling you that you want to keep on making money, but flipping business models makes you no progress. Cope saying you don't care about girls, but you would really like it. Wasting time consuming bullshit content, and what happens if you don't succeed. Basically confirming your suspicions and making sure that you understand that you're not at the place that you know that you want to be. So then he covers the desired situation, which is what happens once you join his Adonis Skool. So think about how good it is to make money. Think about how good it is to having multiple girls. Think about how good it is to have a men's community to grow in over the months and years. Adonis Skool is all of that. So he paints the perfect picture of your desired situation, which is becoming the best version of yourself. Then he moves on to the testimonial section. So there's a full page filled with testimonials of guys just raving about how great Adonis Skool is. And this just increases your perceived likelihood of achieving this desired result that you want. It's just basically reviews, 5-star reviews, and then like a little text at the bottom. Then he covers what's inside. So he goes over the different tabs inside of the community, but he's covering the courses that you saw before that you couldn't access before, but he's covering them in this video to make sure you're seeing exactly what it is that you were curious about. Then he goes into his guarantee. So why this will be the greatest ROI that you spend your money on. Then he goes into the FAQ and objection handling. So all the excuses that men might be having if they're not already bought in, he covers them, dismantles them, and then handles them. And then he drops the price, which is $129 a month. And he throws in a little bit of scarcity and urgency, which is increasing price in the future. And also the fact that they might waste months if they don't join Adonis Skool right now. There's different options that he gives. Worst case scenario, is it still worth it? And then so happy that you've joined greatest ROI because you've joined this community. And then after that, super simple payment. Just put in your email and then your card information, and then just click the button, join, $129 a month. So now that you're inside, this is just the money math of how much he's actually making. So he has 1.6K members inside of his community, and he's charging $129 every single month recurringly with his paid community. He's making over $200,000 a month every single month just with a paid community. And I'm going to be showing you exactly how he retains members inside of the community and gets even more members coming in. And just last month, like I said at the start of the video, he added an extra 88,000. So last month, he wasn't even at the 200,000. And in just a month, he was able to add 88,000 because of the boom of the Skool communities. So how does he actually retain members inside of the community? Well, he does three things. He's constantly adding new courses. So new courses down here. He's providing a ton of value in his coaching calls that he offers. So it's like a weekly group call where he hops on a call and talks to men inside of the community, as well as providing a ton of value by getting people to post guides on different topics of self-improvement. So he kind of removes himself from the process besides these three things that he's providing. So him actually making courses and then doing the group calls. But then he has a tab specifically for guides that men in his community can create guides for other people. So it's basically creating free value without him actually having to do anything. And then the calls right here, as well as the questions that are being generated inside of the community, he gets them to go through the flywheel. So people buy the community, they ask questions. Those questions provide value because they internalize and help people get to results quicker, as well as provide more value for other people to answer those questions. With that value, he turns that into content for his YouTube, which he posts directly on his Hamza Unfiltered channel. And it's basically a constant flywheel that goes around and around and around. And he continues and continues to get repeat customers and get new customers inside. But you'd be crazy to think that Hamza's doing this all completely by himself. Hamza only brings in the viewers and garners attention, which is what he knows how to do best. And his team turns them into paying customers. That way, he can only focus on creating high quality content while his team figures out all the back end stuff. And it's exactly what guys like Iman, Andrew Tate, and other content creators are doing to make over 100K per month with an info product like the Skool community, letting them focus on content creation, which is what they do best and is the highest leverage, while their team behind the scenes is operating and turning the viewers they attract into paying customers. And this video breaks down the basic overview of the funnel so that you can convert your audience into paying customers. But I made a full video explaining the step-by-step process necessary to make this a reality. And you can go ahead and check it out right here. I'm going to pin it at the top of this YouTube video. But I hope that you derived a ton of value from this video. If you are interested in going over the step-by-step process that will turn your viewers into paying customers, you can go check out that video right now. But that's all for now. I'll see you in the next one.